Right guys, hope you're well. Obviously it's been a very long time since I've been on here. I think last time that I did anything like this I was prepping for a show, which was in April the show was. But obviously with everything that happened with COVID and stuff, the show got postponed, as they did for the rest of the year. So I just kind of knocked it on the head in a sense of prep. I turned to just going through like a lean gain phase, which I managed to gain a decent amount of weight. It was around 20 pounds, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll do a little update on how I did that, you know, with my training, my nutrition, my cardio, stuff like that. Yes, I did still do cardio to gain weight. You know, health is so important, and you'd be surprised what you can actually gain from staying fit whilst trying to build muscle. You know, you don't want to get fat and sloppy. I personally don't believe that, and I'll go into that in further detail as well. So yeah, I had a decent gaining phase, which took me right through, you know, most of lockdown, I guess. What I did is I actually converted, you know, I've got a little brick shed in the garden, so I converted that into a little gym. I had a bench. I had which I got made for me because I just couldn't buy anything. I had a squat rack which also had pegs for chest press and bent over rows and stuff like that, which I also got made for me. I had a pull-up bar which got made for me. Bought some dumbbells. Someone was nice enough to gift me a bar. It wasn't an Olympic bar, it was just like a normal bar with like an inch diameter. I got some plates made up, I had resistance bands, so I had a good little setup. Focused on just really the basic movements and progressing them, and it worked out really well. So, you know, 20 pounds later, still fairly lean as well. You know, I'll upload pictures and stuff so you can see. It went quite well, and then obviously through lockdown I wasn't able to like personal train or online coaching or anything like that. I did do online coaching, but obviously with limited equipment for a lot of people, you know, it was difficult. But I did actually help and guide a lot of people through lockdown, which I'm really proud of, because they not only did they kind of achieve amazing results, but they also took a lot of the positive habits into their current lifestyle, and they're still continuing on with their journeys now. So that's always a big positive. So during the day, that was kind of what I was doing while I was looking after my son, and then in the evenings I was working nights. So it was quite a difficult time, but you know, it led to where I am now, I guess. As you can see, I've got my own facility now, my own little gym, which I'll take you around in a second, which is obviously massive for me because it was a big stepping stone. It was something that I wanted for myself, but also something that, you know, I can PT people out of, give them that actual true one-to-one sort of session, make them feel comfortable. And my clients that have been able to train through certain points of lockdown, obviously at the moment I can't, it's currently 28th of December, so we're still in a lockdown, tier 4 we're in, so gyms and stuff are shut. So, you know, but the clients that I've managed to PT between lockdowns really progressed well, and they really enjoyed this style of, you know, training, and I enjoy it as well because there's less distraction. Clients are more confident in doing what they're doing, they're more confident in progressing and pushing themselves because there's no one else watching apart from me, and obviously I'm there to support, I'm not there to judge. So I feel like that's you know, really opened up a lot of doors for me. Hopefully in 2021 anyway. At the moment it's just really for my own training, which is good, because I'm currently 15 weeks out, well, just under 16 weeks. 16 weeks on Saturday just gone, so Monday now. 15 weeks out of Men's Physique show. Whether the show's going to go ahead or not I don't know, but what I have done is I put a photo shoot a week later, so that's definitely going to happen. I can't see that not happening because it's in his own private facility. He's got a setup bigger than this, I think. So, you know, for me, that's kind of the main focus is the show, because now, you know, I'm moving from where I was doing Beachbody before, which was kind of a softer look, but it was weird because I prepped a guy to do Beachbody, but we just got him shredded instead, and he ended up getting his pro card. So I went in every time soft, thinking that that's what they was looking for, but I guess that's not what they was looking for, because we got him absolutely shredded and he got his pro card. So, you know, followed what it said for myself, didn't work, so I changed it for a client. He went in absolutely diced, and I guess they just couldn't say no. So he managed to get his pro card, which was good, but I feel like for me, I want to take it to another level. Like, I don't really like the idea of being ripped, shredded for a beach body. So I'm moving into more men's physique. Obviously I am 20 pounds heavier now, so I should have gained, I'm hoping for about 10 pounds of muscle. We'll see. I've never really bulked like that, like lean gained to that extent for that period of time, so consistently. So hopefully we can maintain a lot of muscle. I don't look like I've put on much body fat, but the main focus is obviously competing in men's physique, which is obviously a big switch up. Training's changed, everything's changed. I'll go through all of this as time goes on, but I just take around the studio. So this is kind of where we're at the moment. There's a few other pieces of equipment I want to get, but we've obviously got the rack, got an Olympic bar, got up to 80 kilo weights, but you know, with this we can do squats, bench, incline, overhead press, all that sort of stuff, so that works out really well. Got a multi-press here, so this multi-press goes from a decline right up into a seated shoulder press, so there's a lot of benefits to this machine. It is actually really nice as well. A few people have used it, they really enjoy it. But like people who you know, been going to the gym for a long time and I've allowed to come in and train, they've used it and they've said like there's not really many things out there like that, which is good. So cardio equipment, I've got one of these air bikes. So I picked one of these air bikes just because I kind of like doing it at moderate intensity with a nice resistance, and even the low intensity on it's quite tough, so clients don't quite enjoy it as much as what I do, but it's a good way. Like, I get 30 minutes cardio in really easy. Obviously got lat pull down into, got a low row here, but I mainly use this for lat pull down. I've got some different handles and stuff like that which I use, so sometimes I use like tricep push down on it and stuff like that. Can use barbell curl, like curls at the bottom, but to be honest with you, obviously this is where a lot of the fun happens, because there's so many things you can do with this. But this tends to be where I get clients to do their seated row. We set a bench up, so I've got a flat bench here. This is the one that I actually had in my garage or shed at home. So this is kind of where obviously we get a lot of stuff done. And then over here we've got more like a free weight section. As you can see, got the bench, little set of dumbbells, got Bob who likes to get punched and stuff. So as you can see, like with the studio itself, pretty much cover everything that's needed. There are some pieces of equipment that I want to get, but at the end of the day, at the moment with the way things are, it's not as easy as that. Not just the fact that obviously I'm not currently PTing, so the income from the studio doesn't, you know, match necessarily what I would be putting out outlaying for equipment, but also just the fact that it's really difficult to get hold of any equipment at the moment. I've had my eyes on like a leg press into a hack squat, so it does both, but just can't find it. It's sold out everywhere, unless I want to pay, you know, two and a half times what I can get it for, which I'm not willing to obviously front at the moment. But all in all, you know, everything's going quite well. I've had a lot of interest for personal training, which is something that, you know, I've always had a good client base, but I can really see next year and the years moving forward, you know, this really excelling. But yeah, it's a bit of a life update with regards to training life, you know, obviously things, got family, stuff like that, which I think I've already spoken about before. So it's been a bit of a crazy year, if I'm honest with you. A lot of good stuff's happened, but also a lot of, you know, negative stuff. It's really messed with my head, if I'm honest. You know, like every time I've got into the flow of things, then bang, everything's shut down again, and then it's like I'm picking up momentum again, and then it's getting shut down again, and it's all out of my control. So, you know, I've taken it upon myself to go find another job. Currently back at engineering, which is going to see me into probably most of next year, depending on how things go. Luckily, I've been given an opportunity to work through till mid next year, as long as I kind of need to some extent. So that's going to be where I'm focusing my time at the moment, and obviously with prep and family life. And this is just going to be sitting here, not sitting, obviously I'm going to be using it, I train myself here, but it is really just going to be focused to kind of prepare for when things are ready to go. Obviously, I have saved money up, so you know I've got a decent amount to keep hold of this. My main thing is, as long as I earn enough from this moving forward, then I'm okay. And I've got absolutely no doubt that when I'm able to PT again, that ain't going to be a problem. My business literally within the 2 to 3 months, I think it was, my one-to-one doubled. You know, and I didn't even really advertise, so just goes to show what can happen if you kind of put the work in and stuff like that. And it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy at all. I mean, I got this whole thing done in like, I think it was like 3-4 weeks or something. You know, floor painted, all the equipment ordered. It was, you know, but I knew in my head what I wanted, and I've always known what I've wanted. Funny thing is, I come in here about 5 years ago, so the actual building itself has got smaller offices in, and I come in here about 5 years ago asking about space, and it's always been in the back of my head ever since I first started training, PTing people. But yeah, we're finally here now, so it'll just be interesting to see how things go. But yeah, bit of a life update, how everything's going. I'm going to try and keep up with prep. I'm obviously going to give you a bit of insight of what I've done over my lean gaining phase, what I found with it, why it works so well, I think, and then obviously I can kind of keep you all up to date with the prep, and also provide you with some more value in terms of, you know, I've got a whiteboard now, so it's legit. So I've got the space. I can kind of spend the time here, you know, giving a bit more insight to what I've done over the years when it comes to cutting, when it comes to health, when it comes to building muscle, all these sort of things, what I do with myself, my clients. I can kind of give you guys a little bit more of an insight. But that's going to wrap it up. Just over 10 minutes now. I don't want it to be too long, but I also want to make sure that I kind of cover enough, so there's no question marks and anything. If there is any questions, just let me know, but I'll catch up with you soon.